Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Who we have here are Lee Trotman, your Auditor General, Ian Carrington, Director of Finance and Economic Affairs at your central bank, Sobers. He was the acting, maybe still is the acting Assistant Commissioner in charge of crime management there in Barbados. These three guys have been tasked with tracking down money that is not in the place it's supposed to be in. Okay, let's start with Lee Trotman. He signaled a alarm, and he said that 34 dead people were receiving pensions. Now they're saying that as of August 11, they collected $651,778.97 from 20 accounts. 20. Now 34 dead people were receiving pensions. 20 accounts they're collecting money from. They didn't say if those accounts were just there and receiving the money, were people making taking out money. They're not saying that. They're just saying that 20 accounts they received money, they collected money from, and then they had to call in your Red Stripe guys to retrieve outstanding funds from account holders who have so far shown no inclination to voluntarily repay. So that means that maybe some accounts were just there and money was going into them, and there was no hanky-panky, just a misunderstanding. And then there may be 14 more where money was being taken out. You know, the dead person's account was being funded with the check, the pension check, and that family member or that person, whoever is in charge of that person's account, had the wherewithal to go into that person's account. That person was taking money out. Now they're saying that the Red Stripe people there, you know who they are, they're called in to find the money, because these people are not going to voluntarily repay. And I keep telling you, once they have your money, it's going to be hell to repay. In fact, they're probably going to call it a gift. They're going to say, the government gifted this money to me. They should have known that this particular person was there. Ask Mark B.A. Thompson, he's right there in BlackRock. Ask him how to do it. He could tell you how to take money and just pretend it was a gift. So that is what's going to happen. So they're saying that, okay, over $500,000 have been retrieved, and they're trying to get the other people to repay. That's that. Now, we want to talk about Sobers. What about Sobers? Now, while they're tracking down the money that the dead pensioners were getting, what about the money from the police lockup places, wherever they store money that they collect, from drug scenes or crime scenes? What about that $2.5 million that Sobers was supposed to be tracking down? What happened to that? The police officers that were being questioned in that matter, what happened to them? Where is that $2.5 million that went missing from police lockup? Not that I was think that you should burn it, because is that what they do to money when they collect it from scenes of crime? Is that what they do? They burn money? Is that what they do with drugs? They burn drugs, and that I'm not too sure if that's the way. Well, if I were a police officer, I'm not too sure if I'll want to turn a blind eye to that. Why can't you use that money to fix roads? Why can't you use that money to build on a wing at the hospital, or fix something at the hospital? Do something to help poor people. Why do you have to burn it? So I'm not so sure. Although I'm reporting on it, I have Sobers here and I'm reporting on it. Where did he find that money? That's what I really want to know. So if they're helping to find money that was paid from the Social Security system into dead people's account, what about the money that they lost? $2.5 million. What happened to that money? But caveat, that money, let's turn a blind eye to that money. I brought it up But I kind of understand that I'd rather that money be with someone who is alive and they did something with it, build on part of the house, bought a car, whatever. It doesn't hit me too hard, this particular one with the that missing money from the lockup, because they would have, I guess by law, I don't know whose law they follow, but I usually hear that they burn or dispose of that money by destroying it. That money should rightfully go. You need to change your laws. That money can go to fix roads, to build a road, to help at the hospital, to help at the polyclinics. That money can be put to good use. You should not be destroying these things, and you should not be burning marijuana. You can package it and sell it to countries that it is legal to be sold in. So when I hear about these things going missing, if I were a police officer, well, that's it. Isha Veronica.